Hey, welcome to Lies of P. So far, in Lies of P Overture, following the events of the story where blah 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 became real boy, blah blah blah, Geppetto made all of the people kill. Okay, cool. Also, there's alchemists who are searching for eternal life, but caused a plague to reach it. Anyways, so far in the DLC of Lies of P, we have been journeying through a Krat from the past. That's the name of the city. Krat from the past, when there was a zoo that was covered in snow. This zoo is actually owned by the alchemists who are trying to achieve eternal life, where they do horrid experiments on the animals and people there, and caused a lot of people to die. It caused a massacre. But also, there is one of the leaders of the alchemists named Markiona, I think, something like that. She created puppets to do her bidding and is now a evil puppeteer inside of the zoo, which she calls her domain. We were actually in the middle of fighting her, so without further ado, let's commit a murder. So I was trying out some different weapons. I was giving some stuff a shot, giving some things a try. I actually went and got a different weapon. Yummy. It's this one. It's this blind man double-sided spear. By default, it looks like this. So I was trying out this, and I ended up not liking it, but I gave it a shot, because this attack motion kind of is cool. I like this one specifically, where it's like, bah! But, nah. I just don't like anything as much as I like, this sword. You know what I never tried? I never tried these other legendary weapons. Let's give these a shot real quick while we're here. Yeah, that one's way too slow. Alright, cool. This one's probably going to be the same. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Whoa! That's cool. It, like, extended out. It became erect. Why did it become erect? Transforms the length of the handle. After transforming, stamina consumption is temporarily reduced. Huh. Hi, Varian. How are you? Okay. Alright. How about this spear? I actually used this spear for a minute, so, or this scythe for a minute, so I actually know this scythe. Yeah, I've used it. It's like it transforms into like a whip kind of thing, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. Oh, I remember this one. It's like covered in rock, and then that rock breaks down over time, causing it to do more damage or whatever. Yeah. And that sheds the rock immediately. Okay. So we got a katana. That's pretty cool. That little motion right there. Interesting. Oh. Little master sword action on that one. Then we got a pizza cutter. Classic. Hi, Eggs. I'm playing with a pizza cutter. How's your stream? Classic, classic. How's your stream? How are you? Can someone shout out Eggs, please? I'm just trying out weapons right now, Eggs. Like this big, club. Big, meaty club! Nah. Hey, Jenny. Oh, obviously I know this one. I know that one, too. I do like glaives. All right. Okay. Hey, Pay. How you doing? How's Death Stranding 2? This is the Lies of Penis Glaive. Do I like it more than the Proof of Humanity? I might, honestly. I might. A gigantic pole weapon from an eastern land. Its massive weight can be borne only by those who have undying loyalty. The hero wielded this weapon for his sworn brothers and the world. The dragon's oath engraved on the glaive has become a legend passed down for over 1,000 years. The problem is this is a tie-in weapon? And I don't really like that. I feel as though the value that this has with the story means more to me. So I'm going to use this because it has more value story-wise. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
What?
Can't get away
Right.
quick enough, can you?
I forgot that attack existed. So this is Markiona, the puppeteer of death.
Just parry, just block, just roll, heal, use a buff.
You're so right.
Is my domain, and
You're
you
so
shall
right.
serve
I just need to attack more. You're so right. I was looking away.
Yikes forever.
Oh. Oh.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
I got her in a little bit of a corner here. Oh, okay.
Despair. Tremble and few will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you? To push me this far.
Okay.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Death is my
Okay.
domain, and you shall serve me for all.
I've never seen that attack before, I'm not gonna lie.
You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. Death is my domain.
I thought I parried that one.
Shall serve me for Leia.
I can't believe that hit me. Oh, whoops.
Oh, I left my work half complete for this. How
Damn
do you
it.
propose repaying me for my lost time? Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemists?
Fuck! Oh, if that hit, it would have killed. Oh, I shouldn't have got greedy. I should have just focused on living. It's...
Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way?
A lot just happened.
You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. get away.
Boy, I was dodging!
You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think?
What I love about this boss is that she does a duo fight correctly. The right way to do a duo fight isn't two individuals both attacking the player. That's the wrong way. And even a highly experienced developers like From Software do this often, where there are two individual enemies each attacking individually. Instead, what this is it's basically one enemy, but each individual is two hands. They can only attack one at a time, or they have combos with each other. They have like choreographed attacks where they work together, but otherwise it's one at a time. That's the right way to do a duo fight in a game like this, is to have them combo alongside each other rather than be two individuals. So I like that this boss does that. Another good example of a boss that does that
I was expecting.
is the Mantis Lords in Hollow Knight.
How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia.
Dang.
Can't get away.
I rolled early.
You will make a fine adornment for my
You know?
room, don't you? How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia.
Oh, so I've been rolling that. Okay. I misunderstood how I was avoiding that earlier.
I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose repaying me for my lost time?
Jesus Christ.
Why must you and the legendary Stalker impede my work and get in my way?
What is happening?
Death is my domain, and you
That's
shall
an attack that I think I've seen twice.
eternity. How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia.
Dang.
In despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. Can't get away quick enough, can you? You impudent little puppet, to push me this far. I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose repaying me for my
it's
lost
fair.
time?
Ah,
Don't
shit.
you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the death is
Yeah.
widening, and you shall... how humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia.
Oh, so that still has range. Okay, now I know.
Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure. You will make
Okay.
fine adornment. How humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for Leia. Weep in despair, tremble in fear, scream for my pleasure.
Oh, okay. Bad timing.
I left my work half complete for this. How do you propose repaying me for my lost time? Why must you and the legendary stalker impede my work and get in my way?
Oh my god.
I
Oh!
had no rival.
I killed both of them!
It should have been the two of us, lost in a fight to the death.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, shit. Hang on. No, I want to look at that. No, I want to look at that. Hang on. I want to look at that. Hang on. I want to see it. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Boop. A key shaped like a bizarre puppet. Its design reflecting Markiana's taste. It unlocks the next door in the zone under her control. I dominate all beings that I touch. This was Markiana's pride and conviction, but even she couldn't have anticipated that someone beyond the reach of her strings would dare destroy her domain. Cool. What else did I get? Why does it say new on? Oh. Ergo obtained from Markiana, the puppeteer of death. It is packed with immense power. Someone who knows of its value may want this rare ergo. The death she dreamed of was domination, perfected, and this made her infinitely happy. But the death she would meet left her without a smile. I read that like a 3-year-old that doesn't know how to read, which is accurate. 'Cause I don't. Okay. Drew, how can you kill a gay during Pride Month? Easily. I don't think she was, though. But easily. I don't think we have confirmation of anything. But easily. Hey, bunny.
We got a key from Markiona. Hey, I bet it opens that gate we passed before entering the greenhouse. This place is definitely a dead end, and since Leia's not here, let's go back.
Everyone is gay until proven otherwise. Sure. I would have said ace. Everyone is ace until proven otherwise. Yeah. But, you know, slay. So from Markiana, we got Death's Talons. Steel claws made by one once known as the child prodigy of the Workshop Union. Cruel blades are hidden within the beautiful exterior. The puppeteer who loved death once dreamed... What? The puppeteer who loved death once dreamed of a weapon that could tear apart and dominate even the opponent's very breath. Her victims learned of her cruelty the moment she reached out her hand. Link slash. Slash in front of you. Use an extra fable to slash up to 3 more times. Temporarily enter a state of fury. In this state, all weapon attacks are enhanced. Kind of basic. What's your other thing? This thing. Morbid Ambitions Amulet. Increases stamina consumption and damage for normal attacks. Okay. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. The information and memories that are useful for movement can be imprinted on the symbol to draw out special powers. Her endless desire to dominate others gave her the strength to approach the truth. Yet even she didn't realize that this very desire could easily lead to her ruin. So she was literally a dummy mommy, huh? Increases stamina consumption and damage for normal attacks. Do I want the weapon or the amulet? Okay, alright. I mean, they're pretty cool. What does it say? Enter a state of fury. Yeah, these are dead ass just Wolverine. You just become Wolverine. Huh. So, the developers, while making a video game, were like, what if we just made the best Wolverine game as well? Like, just on the side, just because. You know? Just for fun. Just for fun, why don't we just make the best Wolverine game? You know, I know we're making this, like, haha funny Pinocchio game, but what if we also make the best Wolverine game? You know? Why not? I'll use them for a minute. I'll check a look. They're not upgraded, but I'll check a look.
I just want safety. That's why I should...
Can I make sure... Yeah, I want to do this. I want to make them S-tier technique at the very least. Well, I can only do this one more time after this, right? Oh. I'll hold off for now. Okay. I have had this thing for a while.
As always,
that I could, like, ask someone to decode or something, and I've yet to find the person that I can do that with.
I've made up my mind someone needs... Thanks for all your...
And yet there's no one here to do that. I forgot this was here. I thought it just immediately transitioned over. This will allow me to try out the weapons with some enemies that are more on level with this weapon. Okay, well maybe I'll find them eventually. Me saying Wolverine reminded me that I still need to play Spider-Man 2. They're broken already? So it's Wolverine before he got the adamantium because they break so fast. Yeah, maybe it was the training. Maybe you're right, yeah. That was cool. I died. Now I gotta get back my stuff because I still had the souls, or the ergo from before. Oops. Is there anything here that is of note? I mean, I see some of the corruption growing on this here tree, which kind of implies that maybe this is, they put the chemicals in the tree water, making the trees gay. Okay, okay. We got balloons out the window. Nothing else really. All right, I just want to check a look around and make sure there's no. Oops. Make sure there's nothing interesting. You know. Oh, you know what I want to do? I would like closer to it right now. I would like to head back up to her room and see if anything's changed up there before we move on. Oops. Just to have a quick look around, see if anything's changed, if anything's different, quirky, even. I think we need to start a bingo for Druisms. What would be on the Druisms bingo? Like, I thought I came from this way. Did I? Oh, did I come from down here? No, there's... I must have dropped. Okay. Then I'll go to... That's where I'm at. Let's add doors. There's gotta be a way back here. I'll look around and... gamers don't look up. I'll look up more. Yeah, I dropped down. Okay. Well, I'll make my way back. Check a look. Blink is what? Weird sniffing? Define weird sniffing. Sorry, I guess VOD was unpaused before. I don't think it was snowing before. I think this is new. Yeah, I just wanted to see, because this is like where she was chilling. I want to see if anything's... I'm so sorry. I want to see if anything's different here. It doesn't seem... You're still chilling. A much larger version of what I was fighting. I just want to say that narratively, I see the Chekhov's angel, and I fully understand that this is going to be an enemy later. There's no shot that they're going to show me this big-ass robot lady, and she's not going to come back later as a fully formed version. Gotta. You know? Gotta. Hey, Soul, how you doing? Okay. What you can do is spray some on a comb and then comb that through. That's a good idea. I could try that. Going out of my way to offend someone who isn't being shitty themselves seems pointlessly mean. Yeah. But I'm also extremely forward when I am when something is beginning to go too far or something. So. Now, it could go to the oh, that way's completely blocked off. Alright, it goes to the carnival. I never thought about that, Quack. That's a good idea. I guess, yeah, drag would be the way to go. Yeah. For, advice. Now, capacity is weight, right? Yeah. Yeah. Is vigor stamina? Yeah. Yeah. And vitality is health. What does motivity do other than just change my physical weapons? Nothing. Advance increases my legion. Oh, maybe I should be getting more advance. Oh, what is that? Capacity also raises my legion. So this would bring it up to 309. This would bring it up to 308. So capacity is actually increasing it more, and it increases weight. Okay, Infable slots are only from the P organ, the porgan, if you will. Okay. Well, I think I'm definitely going to get technique up to 35, just so that it's a nice round number, right? I like things to be in fives. I don't need advance if it is only really used to increase resistance to stuff. It does raise Legion as well, but I don't really need it that bad. So I think the next thing that I should be leveling is instead one of these three, is Vitality, Vigor, or Capacity. I could raise Motivity. I mean, things do use Motivity. Everything's on C for Motivity, though. Do I really care that much? Why would I raise that more when I could just raise Technique further? Could be a better number, but then that would kind of lock me in for doing that to advance as well, and I don't want to. I think... also raises guard regain. I think getting Vitality up to level 25 is probably the way that I should go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Vitality up to level 25. I mean, fuck it, I got money, right? Yeah, I got enough. I love that menu. I'm telling you, this game is fucking good. This is better than... Let me rethink what I'm about to... This is better than Bloodborne. It's better than Dark Souls 2, obviously. Would I say this is better than Dark Souls 3? Yeah. I don't think it's better than Dark Souls 1. It's better than Demon Souls. Would I say this is better than Elden Ring? In ways. I'm just gonna say, I think this is better. I think this game is legitimately better than majority of From Software's titles. And that's crazy, because From Software is my favorite developer. I fucking love, well, yeah. From Software is my favorite developer. Is this blood or wax? I'm gonna assume this is wax. It kind of looks waxy. It looks like it's coagulating. Yeah. A whole bunch of... Oh! Oh! There's dead babies! Oh! Okay. family, my everything. M. Monad?
That bastard. I'll kill him.
Chat, she stepped on us. So was that like the past that we seen?
This can't be. Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
That was the past, and we're already in the past because we time traveled to get here. So that was that was a vision of the past in the past. Oops. Oops. A fancy tailcoat suited for a cheerful person. It was not originally stained red. Though not connected by blood, the boy regarded his master and friend as family. Tragically, that kind-hearted affection sparked a cruel curiosity in someone else. Ooh. Fancy. Alright. I'll wear this for a bit. We also got... It's like a badge or something, right? There it is. A locket containing a photo of 3 people. Their faces are stained with blood. A locket that holds cherished memory. Even the most horrific ill intentions and bloody pain could not completely erase that memory. Huh. Kind of looks like Carlo, huh? I want to verify something. Monad's lamp. Okay, hang on. Let's theorize. Obviously, no one confirm anything that I'm about to say. I'm speaking from a point of view of theory crafting, and prediction. So Gemini's lamp, the thing that Gemini is inside, effectively the thing that Gemini is called Monad's lamp. He's inside of that as a little itty bitty robot inside of that lamp. So Gemini is inside of the lamp. It's called Monad's lamp. This whole story inside of this DLC has had a lot to do with the Monad family. And we just seen a coat that had the little emblem on it. On top of that, I don't recall the base game that much, but I do feel as though Gemini's been talking a lot more in this DLC than he has otherwise. So my theory, what if the boy who came born to die, or whatever, the boy who came born to die, the coat that I just found, what if that coat belonged to the human being that was Gemini, and then he died, and the ergo that was him was then put inside of this lamp as a puppet. In turn, this puppet is also becoming human in the same way that I did as Carlo. But that's just a theory. So my theory is basically the story that happened in the main game where Carlo died, Carlo's soul put inside this puppet, puppet slowly becomes Carlo, right? That was the story of the main game. What I'm proposing is this DLC parallels that story, or rather mirrors that story in the same fashion, but is instead focused on Gemini becoming a human, or where he comes from, what his soul is, what his ergo is. It's focused on him rather than us. Because I remember at the beginning of this DLC, when we first came in, he was like, I remember this winter. I remember this zoo. I remember this. He's notably saying that he remembers it. He doesn't say that he was there, but he says that he remembers it. I don't know. Just a theory. How often do you predict the story in games correctly? I got Elden Ring mostly correct on my first go. I was missing one thing, but whatever. And that kind of like tarnished a lot of what I said. I get it. But I got most of it right. I guessed this game's story part of the way through of the direction that this was going. I believe I started to pick up on it and figure it out. I don't know. Pretty often. Like, not like 100%, but like probably more often than not, I feel. My favorite part of these games, and the reason why I like a lot of these games, isn't necessarily the gameplay stuff. I do like the gameplay of recursive games, be that 2D or 3D, but I love, and I spoke about this last time that we played Lies of P, I think. I love historical storytelling, which means rather than a story being told directly to you, like an Uncharted or a God of War, a linear story in that way, it's instead a story about times that have passed, and now you are learning about that time that passed. You are learning about the history of the world and what happened rather than what is happening. And what happened might dictate or change what's happening, but I love that kind of storytelling. I love piecing it together. So this is my favorite part of games. I love games like this. Same reason, like, I mean, like, you can tell, like, Hollow Knight is my favorite video game. Probably second to that is Outer Wilds. Both of these are that kind of game. I fucking love, this game, Elden Ring, it's that kind of game. So it's like, it's my favorite kind of game. So I love doing that stuff. But anyways, yeah, so that's my theory, is that I am not exploring the story of Carlo anymore. That's the main game. Now I'm exploring the story of Gemini. We'll see if that's correct as we go. I don't know how to mod that one either. Is that a bell? I think that might have been a bell. I mean, obviously it's a bunch of dudes. Wax figures, maybe? I don't know if those are people. Or if they're like statues or just figures. Oh, it's see-through. See that? Oh. I don't think these are bodies. I think these are wax puppets. Because see how the light is traveling through it? With like the subsurface scattering? That wouldn't be happening to that level were there schmeat underneath. I think these are wax, effectively, wax dummies. Yeah. I'm not gonna front, I already missed the clown outfit. The clown fit, if you will. Am I gonna fight another circus master or whatever the fuck they were called?
Hello. Rosora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend?
Ask your question. Don't need permission to ask a question. The idea of building a puppet that looks like a child is fucked up in so many different ways.
Hello. Resora wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend? Resora wants to be free. But I need my shoes to do that. Please, please help me travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here.
So how'd you lose your shoes?
Resora was locked in a birdcage. I don't know how long I
Oh!
was there. A white butterfly woke me up and freed me. And I followed the white butterfly all the way here. But I lost my shoes while I was running. I don't know where they came off.
Why do you want to be free?
I have a precious friend. I miss that friend dearly. We played all the time at the Rose Estate. Our hearts were filled with joy. Resora wants to see her friend again. That's why I have to go back there.
Okay.
I want to go back to the Rose Estate. But to do that, Resora needs her shoes. Please, please help Resora travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and dance. I will wait for you here.
I know where that cage is. We can check a look back up there and see if we can find it now that we know about it. Maybe we needed to know in order to get it. But to do that, I have to go through the outdoor gardening. And I have to go to the same path that I already did when I was trying to figure out if anything changed after that boss. I gotta do that same thing again, and it could result in nothing, but I'm gonna do it because it could be up there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No shoes, only ribbon. Alright. It wasn't up there. Okay. So we got cutouts of a balloon. We got dead person in the fountain. Why were you even up there? I can only assume that I'm gonna find your shoes later on.
Oh, the carnival garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best chance of getting out of here.
The train station's that away. Clown knockdown. Step right up and throw what you've got. Knock down the clowns and claim the prize. Okay. One, 2, 3.
Stupid Green's Aspire on downloading a game gonna make me blow up the sun.
No! Four. Five. Man. I got one shot. Don't miss your... Oh. I missed my chance to blow.
It's too hard lately.
No. What's that? A fancy tea set distinguished by its antique beauty. Someone who recognizes its value will want to buy it, regardless of how expensive it is. Every former alchemist leader was a lover of tea. The teacup, made by royal flour, is said to have been especially cherished. Perhaps they celebrated their ascent to becoming the kings of Krat with a cup of fragrant tea. Okay. Intel changes to reconnaissance orders. Intel received regarding an ambush by the legendary stalker. Priority changed. Temporarily suspend the search for Lady Markiana's small puppet. Prepare the legendary stalker's attack. For the legendary stalker's attack. Hey, you guys having fun over here? Oh, I really thought we were gonna be chill, I'm not gonna lie. A coin minted for use inside the carnival garden. Use the coin to activate a carnival attraction. Enjoy our rides and attractions with this exclusive carnival coin! Not real currency, zero value outside a crowd zoo. Hey Shuffle, how you doing? P70 doesn't exist. Hey, man. Okay.
I've had it up to here.
Drew, blow up and pretend like I don't know nobody. Sounds like it's a problem with your hard drive. To me. Read my curses. I like the warm blanket one. I think I would give that... I think that's first place, and then the teeth one, even though it affects me in a different way, and then the P one, in that order. Welcome to the carnival! You are invited to the Prize Puppets special stage. Demonstrate your dance moves and showcase your talent. A special prize awaits. But wait, there's more! Insert a carnival coin for a surprise gift! Find the prize puppet now! Okay. Well, alright. Oh. An inactive mechanical organ.
Oh, now that's what I call a dance number. Come on, let's see your best moves.
Okay. Well, my earbud just died, but an ad's about to start, so... Perform the tap dance gesture. Tap your feet and dance. Lively footwork will spread joy and become the music for others to dance to. You think that's a dance from, Disney Pinocchio, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. And snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And serve. Is your hard drive full? Have Windows 10? I don't know enough for that to matter. Good thing to share. What was that noise? They're sweeping! Oh, is that a stalker symbol? Use the black rabbit hole key. Huh? You need the black rabbit hole key. Black rabbit hole key. Okay. Oh, hi. VR chat is fine, but repo won't download. Lethal Company downloads, but I can't use the Vampire Survivors free DLC. I didn't even know that was a thing for Lethal Company. Oh, hi. How you doing? That could have gone better. I can't hit him from behind. Oh, was I inside of it? That's cool. Okay. Little victory lap. I killed you! man. Every recursive game is secretly a comedy. Black Rabbit Hole Key. You can turn most games into a comedy, that's true. I'm like the Nicolas Cage of Twitch streamers. I improve games, but not in the way you want. If you were a mermaid, what type of tail would you have? I would have legs. I'd be a reverse mermaid. It's crazy that that question had one wrong answer and I chose it. I didn't pick up my stuff. What kind of fins then? What would my top half be? I think, I didn't even know there was a voice effect on. I think, oh, there's a puppet master right there. I didn't even see you. You know that one fish in Finding Nemo, that was like bubble, bubble. You know that guy? You know that fish? I think I would be that fish. I don't know what kind of fish that is, but I think that's what it would be. Bubble. I now realize I spent all that time equipping an item to shoot at him so that I could trigger the explosive. I have an arm that is a gun. It didn't work just then, but I do. Oh, he broke it. That broom lady almost killed me. Nice. Last night, but more than nothing. I did it! I did it! Carnival coin. Oh, another one. Did I use my last one when I activated the dancing machine? Was that something that required a coin? Yeah, it was. Okay, that's fine. I got a sick tap dance out of it, so it's fine. I gotta go back to the resting spot, and then we're gonna fight a big man. Big man! Do you think this is the same ringmaster that we fought at the beginning of the game? Or like in the past? I like that he has a rattle. Dang, I got the first one too. So for context, this is the first boss of the game. I remember a long while ago, CB did Mermaid and drew some like really unique mermaids, and maybe my favorite one that CB did was a goblin shark mermaid. That's my favorite fish. Oh, but this guy doesn't have, like, a phase 2 kind of thing. Well, I guess he can't rip his head off if this is the guy... If this is the guy that I fight at the beginning of the game. I don't know. It's cool to see that guy not all broken down. Because when we fought him before, he was, like, all broken and beaten. Oh, he's gone. Oh, you're one of the bomb guys. Ow. That was chaotic. Hello, ma'am. You need a carnival coin. Sure. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're like... That's cool. You're like mounted there. Oh, and look at how they're on like a little like reel, so that when they're closed, she can just like collapse. That's cool. What? What's happening? I don't know what I'm... So, like, were there instructions somewhere that I just, like, missed? Okay. I assume maybe I'm supposed to break all of them. It's already going very well. Okay, so I have to break enough to make those lights go out. Okay, is this attack? Okay, cool. I switched to mouse and keyboard. I can't do this, though. If I swapped earlier, then I think I could do this. Okay. I got this. You think breaking the explosive ones counts for more? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem. No. Got it. Okay. Switching out my main weapon for this, not a good idea. But it's okay, it worked out. Ooh, Maniac's Pinwheel Blade. Huh? Okay. Next time we find a stargazer, we'll head back to Hotel Krat and check a look at that weapon. Grand opening! I haven't really... I need to slow down. I feel like I haven't really looked around. I mean, I've been noticing things, but I haven't been really calling them out. There's, like, these teapot things everywhere that are, like, a little broken, it seems, maybe. But they're broken in, like, the same way as each other, which, like, is a signal that maybe it's intentional that they're pouring like that. We got, like, standees that are pushed to the side. Is that just like a random armoire, I guess, that he's carrying around? Very interesting. Clown's Circus. Interesting. This circus is for the clowns. There's like a I can't tell if that's a lady clown with shading or if that's a lady clown with mutton chops. Cool either way. With the ringmaster as like the logo of it. Okay. Hi. kind of healing. Are you gonna fuck with me if I come over here to pick this up? Yeah. I have like the muscle memory to hold the button, but I don't need to for these guys. I can pull them to me. My tummy hurts. Have you considered pooping? Because I have. I thought about it thoroughly. Let me assess my options. Because I believe this is my last coin for now. Spooky. So who is the whale in Carlo's story? A massive submarine. I have 2 coins now. Oh, another one of these. Oh, but it's spinning now. Okay. Honestly, easier than the last one. Miraculous recovery ampoule. Is ampoule a real word? Chest. Great chest ahead. Marion. So, how would I get in here? Marion. What if I shoot this guy? The American solution. Did that do anything for me? No. Where's this go? A human being. I mean, I can get back here pretty easily, I think. That's the jump button, okay. Can I jump over this? No. No. Oh, maybe I dropped down from up there. Yeah, that's probably it. I probably get up there somehow. Yeah. I'm gonna use this one for... How many coins do I have? I have 2, right? Yes. So it's either this one... I mean, I could use both right now, but then I would be out of coins. Or it's this... Oh, you're shut down. So this is free. I can get up here for free. That would lead me there. Let's go to the clown circus first, simply because it's something that I don't know, and I have 2 coins. The glass vial that's completely sealed, and you gotta crack it open on the thin side to get the liquid. Interesting. Hi. Hello. Oh! Almost killed me right off the rip. Oh, killed me right off the rip. Well. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. So I said earlier that I've been watching a lot more video essays rather than watching television or shows. I've been focusing more on YouTuber created video essays, right? And well, a lot of them are like okay. Well, a lot of them are okay. Well, a lot of them are like really good and really well thought out and really like inspirational for me, showing me what I might be doing wrong in order to improve later. I'll talk more about that on Patreon, patreon.com/DrewSunn, $1. But while a lot of them are like inspirational for me and showing me things that I could be doing better, a lot of them are also showing me what I am doing better, like what I am doing good right now. Because sometimes I'll get a video essay that is like, I'll watch a video essay that's like 8 years old. You know, it's from like a person when they were less experienced, or even then like it's a new video essay, but they aren't that experienced. You know, they don't have like 80 videos under their belt. It's like their 3rd video or something, right? So every now and then I'll watch a video and they won't be very good at like talking. And I watched a video that was about it was about something horror related. It was about Uncanny Valley. It was about Uncanny Valley in horror, and how it is overused and done poorly, and the whole video, like the content in it was really good and well written, well edited too. Hang on. I'm just gonna... I have the overheat ampoules. I should equip those. Well, a lot of them were, like, very well... Like, while it was fully, like, well thought out, well written, and well edited, the person who was recording it, it seemed like they had... which is something that I can relate to. It seems like they had anxiety in relation to recording it. They were nervous about recording it. Because the entire video was, like... it was recorded in a way of, like... It was like... Subscribe at tier 2 or... I didn't even press a button. Subscribe at tier 2 for a custom intro sound effect, or tier 3 for an intro sound and 150 sound effects that you can trigger at any time. Both, and also give more emotes a separate role in the Discord and even more channel points over time. It's kind of read like that, where like it's very flat, matter of fact, but also like muttering under the breath and very quick because they're reading. And I watched that, and like, again, I watched this video all the way through. There are really good parts of this video. That's not one of them. And it gave me like a level of nostalgia, because it's like, I used to be that guy. I was that person. There was an era of time where I was that person. I was them. And in ways, I still am them. Like, something that I've been intentionally trying to stop myself from doing, something that I've been trying to improve on, and it's a very hard thing to improve on because it's like second nature. I've been trying to, like, when I read chat messages, I feel like when a lot of people read chat messages, including myself, they'll read it like, they kind of sound like the zombies from The Last of Us. They do kind of sound like the zombies from The Last of Us. Like, they'll do like a reading voice when they read it, and then they will then reply in their normal voice. I think I do that, where like I'll read a message under my breath, but then reply to it in my normal voice. I think that's something that I need to improve on, which is very similar to what I'm saying that this other person did. Oh. Okay. Frying your peanuts. Ah, dang. You're really spamming that attack, huh? I just seen a weakness. Maybe the weakness isn't what I thought it was. But no, I haven't watched the Titanic doco. I'm not watching documentaries per se. Mostly I'm sticking to like video game based video essays, gaming stuff. I have gone outside of that a little here or there. I watched a video that taught me about liminal spaces and the back rooms, because that's something that I've never understood. And so I watched a video that taught me about it. Like the nitty-gritty of it too, of like how the back rooms is kind of liminal spaces done wrong. It's like a completely different thing that has just been like roped into the entire conversation that is liminal space. The backroom stuff is like a subgenre of liminal spaces, even, like, because it's like once there is something other than you inside of the liminal space, it's no longer liminal. If there is a goal inside of the liminal space, such as defeat the monster, escape the monster, it is no longer liminal. So I learned all about that. I watched a video essay about Garfield. which featured my favorite YouTube channel, Lasagna Cat, by the way, which is really cool. I learned more about the origins of my favorite YouTube channel. Well, I almost died. Well, so close. Thought the backrooms was like horror stuff and liminal spaces like psychological horror. So liminal spaces is a liminal space is the way that they explained it is, imagine you are walking to your bathroom. You start walking to your bathroom and you enter like the hallway or entrance area to where your bathroom is. Imagine that like hallway entrance area, but both the bathroom door and the door you came out of don't exist. That hallway area, that entrance area, is a liminal space. A liminal space is the in-between. It is the section between the destination and the origin. It is the in-between. And that's what a liminal space is. The back rooms is that same concept, but there's also something nefarious inside of that liminal space, like a monster or a presence of something else. That's when you enter the backrooms section. It is somewhere, a liminal space is just a place that is not the destination or the origin, but rather the in-between with no existence of that. It's the journey, but with no destination and no origin. Kind of. But like a location. A location with no destination and no origin. I guess that would be the way to say it. Because you yourself can't be liminal. So, like, an infinite... if you're, like, in a hotel, this is an example they used. If you're in a hotel, it's like if the hallway in the hotel was infinite. No doors enterable, just an infinite hallway. That's a liminal space. Yes, Vic? Yes? Hi? Oh, hi! I'm so close. What? Whoa. Okay. Originally, the back rooms was supposed to be the just hallway. The monsters are recent, I think. Well, so originally it was liminal space. That's what you're describing. Originally, it was a liminal space. It is a place that is in between. The monster happened in, I think, 2002. And then it picked up recently. Backrooms became popular. And now, people who are into liminal spaces and people who are into the backrooms are having, like, a weird battle where people who are into liminal spaces are protective of what liminal spaces are. Because it's so overrun with the backrooms now. Oops. This is a good video, I say. I'll have to find the person who did it in a second. I can recommend it. Because the whole reason I watched it was because I didn't know what the Backrooms was. And people kept, like, talking about it and stuff, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what they were talking about. Okay. So when my friend, oh, hang on. For VOD watchers, it's a video essay by a person named Super Eyepatch Wolf. Since I can't link it like that. So when my friend says he wants our game's hub world to feel like the background, he means liminal. Yes. So like Severance is liminal. Yes, that is a perfect example, Dumpling. Yeah. So the office space inside of, or rather more specifically, when they're walking through the hallways of the office space of Severance, all of that stuff is liminal. The entire thing isn't liminal because the elevator exists. But that the act of walking through those hallways, all of those hallways are liminal. That is a liminal space. What about my sign? Again, if there is an entrance and a destination, then it is not liminal. A liminal space just means a place with no entrance or exit. Usually a mundane place, but it's not a requirement, I don't think. But if there is a bad guy in any form, if there is an antagonist that is more than just your loneliness, then it is no longer liminal and it is now the backrooms. One sec, but hi, hello, how are you? How's your stream? I've been fighting this guy for a long time. And I will continue to. How's your stream? Okay. The backrooms were never meant to have a guy wants to get you. They were meant to be a collection of infinite, interconnected, liminal spaces. There's enough horror in that concept alone, but a lot of people decided that was too boring, so they added the idea of the space being full of threats. Yes, but now there's a destination. Because if your goal is to get to the next level, now it is no longer a liminal space. That's what I'm saying. So, like, yeah, you're right. It expands more than just there is a guy. If it is literally anything more than this is a space of mundanity, this is a space of no destination, no exit, no entrance, nothing, then that's liminal. The backrooms has lore. I think that's really what it is. If it has lore, it's the backrooms. Which is stupid. Which, let me be clear, dumb. Liminal spaces, pretty cool. But like Vic said, your game dev partner, whatever you want to call them, yeah, they are looking for they are looking for the word liminal. Not the back rooms. Because the back rooms are like an SCP-like thing of like the internet built lore for this thing. And it's evolved over time to mean something else than it did initially. But yeah, I don't know. Good video essay. Watch the video essay. Well, the pool rooms are also another liminal space that can also be tied to the back rooms if there's a guy in there that gets you. If it is tied to the lore. tend to not put monsters in them as often, but it can happen. But those people are respectfully missing a point. Then yeah, then it's not the back rooms. So it's like, personally, in my opinion, I think the back rooms is kind of dumb. Not because it's dumb. The idea behind it is good, but also kind of default, you know? Not very unique or interesting. Like, it's really just any horror thing that exists, and it's not in any way the first to do it. It's kind of just very default. But a liminal space with no entrance or exit, something that you just kind of glitch into, and are in, something that you just like glitch into, you just fall into this space, of nothingness, like, of just mundane, a mundane area with nothing in there, and it just goes on and on forever. Like, that's really interesting and intriguing, especially, like, when you think about how exploring that area of, like, silence where there's nothing but your footsteps, where over time that can erode a person and drive them to madness, drive them to seeing things that aren't necessarily there, like walking on a path through a forest and you feel like there's something behind you, and you look behind you and there's nothing there, and yet you can see a figure in the distance, something that looks like a tree man, but in reality there's nothing. Like, stuff like that, of where, like, your brain slowly degrades itself, where, like, the horror is your brain rather than something real, you know? I like that. That's really interesting to me. The psychological horror aspect of it, you know? Because like Dumpling said, it very much is like, liminal spaces very much is more of like a psychological horror, and the back rooms are more of a survival horror, or just horror in general, depending. That's cool.
So, update. The disk will be fine if I uninstall and reinstall until it gets halfway, and then it drops off for no reason.
That worked out. Yeah, I couldn't hear that. I'm too locked in. Okay. I don't know. You're free? I beat it. What's this? Yoink. What? Is that this? Appendage parts that increase the attribute resistance of puppets can enhance resistance to attribute status ailments. The next generation appendage part proposed by the Workshop Union, although the auto-adaptive technology delivered incredible performance, it was also the reason for low productivity. What? So this is kind of like a master of none kind of situation, I guess? Yeah. Yeah. So this is it does everything good, but equipping something that is more specific, like I currently have, would make it better. Okay. When I first heard the term liminal space, it was used to describe places that only exist to pass through. That's what I said. And don't exist if you're not passing through. Places like rest stops on the side of the highway.
HR, host the meeting on the Sunn, and then detonate it.
Places like on the Sunn. Places like rest stops on the side of the highway that seem improbable and might not even be there if you try to go back to them a second time on purpose. Then you find out that space hasn't had a rest stop in over a decade, etc., etc. I would say it's not all of that. I think it is simply like, imagine this space that I'm in right now without that doorway or that doorway. This is a liminal space. It is a place in between places. It's like you're not supposed to be here. Once you get to I'm not supposed to be here, now you're creeping into the back rooms. There is no actual two liminal spaces. There is no actual horror element to it. All horror element to it is viewer interpretation. It's all viewer interpretation. That's all of the horror part of liminal spaces. Liminal spaces are not horror. Liminal spaces are simply just are.
Sunn is just Sunn with two ends but faster.
Yeah. Alright, my goal is right there. Yeah. I think there's two concepts here that have been given the same by... Yeah. So, can you hear me right now, Ava?
Even this place was prettier and happier back in the day.
So what happened here, and again, watch this video essay, it's really good. So what happened is both liminal spaces and the back rooms, both were created based off of the same image. So there was one image that created both of these phenomena, but someone replied to the image and implied that they glitched into that area and that there was something else there. And that there was another level that they could go down to. Like, it was something along those lines. Something back roomsy that started it as, like, just a reply to that post. Right? And that's what started the backrooms thing. Now, keep in mind, this happened in, like, I think 2002 is when the video popped that a lot of backroom stuff is based off of, but this was, like, 97 or something like that. It was something along those lines. Early internet kind of time. And that's what started, like, the backrooms thing. So both the backrooms and liminal space are both sourced from one image. And that's why they're so similar. But all that a liminal space is it is a place in between places that is seemingly infinite and yet in between. Like, that's all a liminal space is in reality. It's like, it's that kind of thing. That's what liminal is. The example that I used earlier is the same example he uses in a video. It is a hallway in a hotel that just keeps on going no matter what. No elevator at the end, no anything. It is just a long hallway that you walk down forever. And once you turn around, wherever you came from is gone. It is just that one long hallway. Obviously, with that idea, there becomes a psychological horror element to that the longer and longer you walk down that hallway, but that is simply implied upon the human. That is the human brain adding that psychological horror element. All horror in liminal space is the human brain inferring that into it, but in reality, the liminal space itself is simply that. There is no extra dimensional kind of thing, it is just that. And then you bring in like the idea of like a glitch where like all of a sudden one of the walls in that liminal space is cracked, and through the crack you can see blinding red. Now you're entering the back rooms. There's something behind you. Now there's the back rooms. You open the door and it brings you to a different kind of liminal space. Now you're not in a liminal space. Now there was a destination, or you're in the back rooms. So it's like, these are all, it's just, the back rooms is an aside to what the liminal space is. Because once you bring in elements of the back rooms, once you bring in the lore of the back rooms or something from the back rooms, now that space is technically no longer liminal, but is still based on a liminal space, right? Does that make sense? It's like every Metroidvania is a platformer, but every platformer isn't a Metroidvania. Every rectangle is a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square kind of scenario, you know? They come from the same place, but they are infinitely separate. Yeah. And like that one episode of Adventure Time. A key found in the Carnival Garden. It unlocks the entrance to the zoo tram station. There was only one way to escape the monsters and reach downtown. Unfortunately, the staff member could not avoid his fate and breathed his last. Remember when you said you didn't understand what the backrooms was like a week ago? That's why I watched this video essay and started learning what the backrooms and stuff was, and in turn also learned about liminal spaces and found out that I really like liminal spaces, but I think the backrooms are kind of dumb. I think they started really cool. I think the idea of the backrooms is really cool, but it quickly became like SCP, where it became really dumb really fast. Yeah. Because SCP, conceptually, really fucking cool. In execution, really fucking dumb. Knowing they come from the same place is great info. I thought one had come from the other. 100% with you now. Yeah, it's just from the same source. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with the backrooms. The backrooms is really cool until it's dumb. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I learned all this stuff, because it's like I knew that I had this gap of knowledge, so I wanted to fill it, and I did. Do these hurt? Yes. Not really, it's just kind of pushing me back. Hold me back, hold me back! When the backrooms was newly popular, I was so into it, and then I saw it turn into off-brand SCP, and I got sad. Yeah. Rose's shoes. Oh. A lovely pair of crimson shoes adorned with roses. They are perfectly sized for a small doll. It does not remember opening its eyes, or why. Perhaps this life is a dream wished into existence by another. Once awake, though, may it travel the world and live life to the fullest. Yeah, this is the video as I watched again. Really good. Worth the time. And also, I've been watching a lot of other stuff by that guy. Really good. Really good at what he does. Yeah, I could head down there, but I'm gonna go all the way back. To give her shoes. Because she's like right up here. And I'd rather do that than proceed and not be able to return.
I need my shoes to be free. I will wait for you here.
Here you go.
Oh, you found my shoes.
Good night, Eva. I love you. Mwah.
Thank you. Rosora is so happy. Now I can run. I can dance. I can go anywhere. I can go back to the Rose Estate. You gave me back my freedom. So here's a present for you. It's called Rosora's Treasure. No matter where I end up, I'll remember you. The friend who helped free Rosora. I'll go to the Rose Estate now. With each step the shoes and I take, I'll think of you. My new friend.
New album. Your heart is pounding. A child's drawing that looks very old. Huh. Lisrim. Since you took my hand and my time began, I'll fly high and free in the world you gave me. The joy of yearning for someone and embarking upon a journey after escaping the bird cage. Lisrim, the song to sing when dancing at the world's end.
You like to dance too? Dance with Rosora!
I figured that would have did something.
You like to dance too? Dance with Rosora!
Alright, bye. Dance with Rosora! It's crazy what autism will latch onto. What it'll latch onto. If I were a little mechanical, unaging child, I'd figure out how to get real sneaky and get good at acting innocent and then, like, manipulate and murder people because that's chic. I mean, that's kind of the plot of, Interview with a Vampire. Good movie. Never watched the show. And obviously never read the book. I don't know how. Why did you think of that now, Quack? This is like... If I was making like an old-timey movie about a person learning how to box, but like in Italy in the 1920s, this is the song that would play during the montage. My heart be pounding.
T'attendrai même si j'ai mal au cœur pour que tu puisses entendre ma petite voix. Je
This is by default a great sword. Let's give this a shot. Let's try this out. Let's try this out. Exactly, WX. Yeah. Yeah. So the attack pattern of normal is pretty regular. Oh. All that does is, I mean, like, it makes him start spinning, but why does it push me into... It says charge. Interesting. Does this also charge up the pinwheels? No. So pressing this charges the pinwheels and then makes them hit multiple times. That's pretty cool. What would happen if I took this pinwheel and I put it on like a one hand? This is still very slow, unfortunately. It very much seems like the handle dictates, and we figured this out prior. The handle dictates the moveset. The blade dictates the speed of that moveset, I guess, would be the way to say that. Also, like, the reach. And, like, damage and stuff, you know, it goes beyond that. But, like, really it is... The blade decides... Did I just notice something? So right now it's standing still. If I just walk normally, nothing happens. If I start running... the pins start. The wheels. The pin of the wheels. So the reason the charge is charging up the pinwheels is because of the momentum. Interesting. Still very slow, though. I mean... yeah, still slow. Okay. So I can sell this to him. It's only 1,000 though. I'd rather hold on to it. I don't need 1,000 that bad, but maybe it'll be a dialogue. It does say that it is only sellable. I'm just gonna hold on to it. I don't need that that bad. Bye.